We're going to screen share. Go ahead. We're going to start with Miranda. The topic is we should commemorate MLK Day with a day off from school. Go ahead.
I believe so because it gives us more time in the day that we could research or learn more about him. Instead of having a school assembly that's only lasts at the end of the day, and you have classes in between them. Because if you learn about one person every single day, at one day in every single school year, you might get sick of it and might just not pay attention at all. So I think we should have a day off. We should commemorate the MLK Day with a day off.
Okay, next.
Most people spend the day doing nothing that would actually celebrate MLK Day, and they just use it as a day off. So if since it is MLK Day, we should at least go to school so we can do something to celebrate him. Thank you, and I hope you all agree that we should not commemorate MLK Day with the day off.
Lena?
So usually you have an assembly on the day of MLK Day, but assemblies are generally ignored by the students. So I think having a day to actually research independently would be the most effective way to actually understand what's going on during MLK Day, actually be educated on what the day is commemorating, instead of just sitting through a little speech that you have to go through every year. So it's usually don't pay very much attention. Thank you, and I hope that you agree that we should commemorate MLK Day with a day off.
Okay, Lauren?
Lena said that it would be most effective for kids to research at home and instead of sitting through the same thing every year. But I know that I and probably a lot of other people, I don't usually do very much on MLK Day besides like maybe a little dinner conversation about civil rights and stuff. And it could be more interesting than just sitting through a boring assembly, because I know ASB has worked really hard and I have watched a little bit of the assembly already and it looks pretty interesting. I enjoyed it. And thank you, and I hope you agree that we should not commemorate MLK Day by having a day off.
Fiona?
Okay. So Lauren says that she really does nothing when you get a day off from MLK Day. Well, I say that MLK Day doesn't mean you have to study about him. I think that MLK is just basically just letting people acknowledge he was once alive. It's a special day for people to know, to at least like remember his name. They might not know, but they might remember. It's a historical day for him. A historical day for him. So I'd rather not be like stuck in boring school than like just for celebrating him. We don't want that. We don't want to be stuck in a boring school watching the teacher talk about stuff, then go to a boring assembly, sit on the ground, and then hear a teacher talk about him. I usually don't like doing that. I usually like staying at home and just maybe remember why we had to stay, why we had to stay. Thank you, and I hope you also support my idea.
And Nari?
Well, I think we should go to school on MLK Day because Martin Luther King he fought for justice for boys and girls to go to school. Why not honor him and go to school on his actual day? Because I feel like it's kind of disrespectful not going to school on his birthday. because if you don't go to school on Martin Luther King's birthday, I feel like that it would once again it show a plain sign of disrespect a little bit, since Martin Luther King Jr. fought for girls to go to school together, not for kids to stay home. And so I think, yeah, we should take the time to appreciate that and go to school on that day, and actually, and then put a little bit more about Martin Luther King than just his famous "I Have a Dream" speech and all of his other speeches. I feel like we should look more into I mean, yeah, he's a civil rights leader, but I feel like we should look more into, what like his hobbies are and like what he likes to do, or what he listens to, instead of just seeing him as a person fighting for civil rights. Because I feel like there's so much more to MLK than just fighting for civil rights and for little kids to go to school. And so, yeah, I want kids to learn more about him instead of the same thing that happens each year. Because we never really had the chance to learn more about what he likes. I mean, yeah, they mentioned that he likes baseball, but we never really, got to, dig deep into that and, see what he liked about it or see if he had any other things.
So finish up with?
Thank you, and I hope you agree that we should have school on MLK Day.
Great. Thank you guys. Great job.